Hey everybody, Toshigun here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I have a funny story involving one of my friends and I, and one of those utility or military utility knives, the ones that have the blade, the scissors, the bottle opener. And without further ado, let me jump right into it. So this story takes place in the middle school era of my life. I was probably around 7th or 8th grade, and one of my friends was over my house. We'll call him Samurai. That's what he wants to go by. And he has a YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. Go subscribe to him. But anyway, Samurai and I, we were just chilling in my backyard. We were bored. We weren't doing anything. We had nowhere to go. We couldn't drive at the time, obviously. So I happened to have one of those military utility knives like I mentioned earlier. And the blade on it was actually really dull. So it was kind of just a dull blade. And we were just messing around with it, I guess. I remember just having it with me at the time. And so my friend and I are messing around with this utility knife. My friend has the bright idea. He takes a dull blade and goes, I bet this isn't even sharp. And I look at him, I'm like, what are you about to do? Like, I give him that look, like, hey, don't do anything stupid. What are you about to do? And he looks at it, he's like, oh, I want to see how sharp this really is. I forgot exactly what he said, but essentially what he does is takes the dull part of the blade. He's like, watch this, I bet it's not even sharp. And he proceeds to slice his thumb open. And he's like, oh, give me a Band-Aid, give me a Band-Aid. I'm like looking around in the house. I'm like, we don't have any Band-Aids. He's like, oh my god, I need to stop the bleeding. So, and I actually didn't have Band-Aids. I actually ran into my house, into the closet where we keep our Band-Aids, and we happened to not have any. But I did remember that my mom's car had an emergency like med kit thing in there. They had like bandages and sanitizing wipes and shit. So I grabbed that from my mom's car, which was in the driveway, and I take the Band-Aids out and I hand it to him. And after he's like, calm down, he wasn't crying or anything, but he was in pain, obviously. And after he's like, calm down, he stops the bleeding, puts the Band-Aid on it. He has the audacity, and I mean the audacity, to look at me and goes, Nolan, I was brave for doing that. And I dead ass look at him in his eyes and I say, Samurai, there's a difference between bravery and stupidity. And you chose stupidity. And we both just started laughing. It was actually really funny. Just the way I delivered that statement. And this is one of my favorite stories to tell just because, yeah, he cut his finger, but it had a funny ending just the way I delivered that line. We ended up laughing. He was fine. He wasn't severely injured or anything. I don't want to say he cut his finger. He sliced his finger open. There's no better way to say that. But anyway, yeah, I know it's a pretty short video, pretty short story, but I wanted to get one out there for you. There are more stories to come, more stories involving Samurai as well, so stay tuned for that. Samurai, if you're watching, shoutouts to you. I'm going to put a link to your channel down below. Everybody check out his channel. He does a lot of drum covers, and he's a really good friend of mine. And go support him if you want to. I highly encourage it, but with that, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned.